The sound of keyboards clicking filled the quiet office as Mei, Mariah, and Amber sat clustered around a large desk, poring over spreadsheets and sketches for their latest project. A deadline loomed, and they were determined to finish before the end of the day. Mariah leaned back in her chair, cracking her knuckles. Mariah, I have to say, Mei, you're a trooper. A week and a half left with your parents, and you haven't completely lost it. I would have crumbled weeks ago. Amber nodded, not looking up from her screen. Amber, same. Honestly, we were taking bets on how long you'd last. You've outperformed expectations. Mei shot them a look, her pencil pausing over her notes. Mei, you took bets. That's what friends do now. Mariah grinning, oh, please. You'd have done the same if it were one of us. Besides, I was rooting for you. Amber, I gave you 2 weeks tops. But you've proven me wrong. I'm impressed, Mei. Seriously. Mei sighed, setting her pencil down. Mei, well, it's been a lot. Between work, Eric, and trying to keep my parents out of my personal life, I'm running on fumes. But the finish line is in sight, and I'm holding on to that. Mariah smirked. Mariah, you should get a medal for this. Survived parental inquisition 2024. Amber finally looked up, her face serious but her eyes sparkling with amusement. Amber, or a trophy. Something that says, I didn't break under the weight of endless matchmaking attempts and unsolicited life advice. Mei rolled her eyes but couldn't suppress a smile. Just as she was about to retort, her phone buzzed on the desk. She glanced at the screen and groaned softly. Mei, speaking of surviving. It's them. Mariah, what now? Mei reading the text, they want to meet me at their hotel after work. No context, just, come by the hotel when you're done. Amber winced. Amber, that's ominous. Do you think they found out about Eric? Mei, no way. They'd have said something by now. It's probably just another attempt to guilt me into dating someone they approve of. Mariah leaned forward, resting her chin on her hands. Mariah, or, plot twist, they've arranged a surprise dinner with Aki. Or another eligible bachelor. Mei groaning, don't even joke about that. I just want to get through the next week and a half without any more surprises. Amber tilted her head, her tone gentler now. Amber, do you want us to come with you? For moral support. Mei, no, thanks. I appreciate the offer, but I can handle them. Besides, I've gotten pretty good at deflecting. Mariah reached over and squeezed Mei's hand. Mariah, you've got this. And if they start pushing too hard, just remind them that you're an independent, successful woman who doesn't need their constant interference. Amber, or just text us an SOS. We'll come running. Mei smiled at her friends, their support bolstering her spirits. Mei, thanks, you too. I'll let you know how it goes. She turned back to her work, but the tension in her shoulders lingered. Whatever her parents had planned, she was determined to face it head-on with or without their approval. Mei walked into her parents' hotel suite, the tension in her chest palpable. Her father sat stiffly on the couch, hands clasped tightly together, while her mother, unusually subdued, sat beside him. Mei instantly felt that something was wrong. Mei, Mom, Dad. What's going on? You sounded serious on the phone. Her mother exchanged a look with her father before sighing deeply. Mrs. Yen, Mei, there's something we need to tell you. We need you to listen carefully. Mei's heart thudded. She perched on the edge of the armchair, bracing herself. Mr. Yen, your mother. She's been diagnosed with stage 3 stomach cancer. The words hit Mei like a physical blow. Mei, what? No. This can't be. Mom, you look fine. Mrs. Yen forcing a small smile, I've been trying to stay strong. For you. For your father. But it's true, Mei. We've decided to start treatment soon, but... Her voice wavered, and she looked away. Mei was out of her chair and kneeling beside her mother in an instant, tears welling in her eyes. Mei, why didn't you tell me sooner? Mom, I could have been there for you. Mrs. Yen interrupting, because we didn't want to burden you. You have your own life, your work, and... Her gaze grew sharp, and her tone shifted. Mrs. Yen, that's what we want to talk to you about. Your life. Mei blinked, caught off guard by the sudden change. Mr. Yen, Mei, we need you to be honest with us. We've let things slide these past few weeks because we hoped you'd come to your senses. But now, with your mother's condition, we can't wait any longer. MRS Yen, tell us, Mei. What is really going on with you? Your love life? Your plans? We need to know. The room seemed to shrink around Mei as her parents' expectant eyes bore into her. Her mind raced, the weight of her mother's illness and her secret colliding in a swirl of guilt and fear. She inhaled shakily, knowing there was no more room for deception. Mei softly, I need to tell you something. But you're not going to like it. Her parents stiffened. Mei, I'm married. To a man named Eric. And she hesitated, clutching her hands together. Mei, and we're expecting a baby. Her confession hung in the air like an electric charge. Her mother's face fell, and her father's mouth tightened into a thin line. MRS Yen shocked, married. Pregnant? Mei, how could you? Without telling us. Without involving us in something so important. Mr. Yen, do you realize what this means for our family? The shame this will bring. Mei, you've disrespected everything we've taught you. Mei's tears spilled over, but her voice remained steady. Mei, I didn't do this to hurt you. I love Eric. He's kind, hardworking, and treats me with respect. I didn't tell you because I knew how you'd react, and I was scared you'd never accept him or us. Her mother clutched her chest, tears streaming down her face. Mrs. Yen, Mei, I wanted to see you settled, yes. But this? This is not how I imagined it. Do you know what people will say? This is all I'll think about in my final moments, what you've done to our family. Her father stood abruptly, pacing the room. Mr. Yen, we raised you to honor your family, Mei. To follow tradition, to respect us. And now, at a time like this, you spring this. This betrayal on us. Mei stood, her fists clenched at her sides. Mei, this isn't a betrayal. This is my life. I'm sorry you feel disappointed, but I won't apologize for being happy. Eric and I are building something real, something loving. Isn't that what you've always wanted from me? Her mother sobbed quietly, and her father's pacing stopped. He turned to Mei, his expression hardened. Mr. Yen, happiness doesn't matter if it comes at the cost of your family's honor. Do you want to be the reason your mother's last memories are filled with shame? The words cut Mei to the core, and she stepped back as though physically struck. Mei, I don't want that. But I can't undo what's done. I can only ask you to try and understand. To meet Eric and see the life I've chosen for myself. Her mother dabbed her eyes with a handkerchief, her voice trembling. MRS Yen, we'll need time. But Mei, you've broken our trust. And that won't be easy to repair. Mei quietly, I understand. But I'm not giving up on us or on you. Mei sat frozen in her chair, her parents' words about her mother's supposed illness replaying in her mind like a broken record. The gravity of the moment hung in the air, a dense fog of guilt, heartbreak, and confusion. Mei's breaths came in shallow, erratic bursts, her grief making it impossible to process anything else. Suddenly, a sound broke the silence, a stifled chuckle. Mei blinked, her teary gaze snapping to her mother, who was covering her mouth with her hand. Sudden sound broke through her thoughts, laughter. Mrs. Yen laughing, oh, Mei, your face right now. Mei shocked, Mom? What's so funny? Her father, usually the picture of stoic composure, let out a booming laugh, doubling over in his chair. Mr. Yen, I can't hold it in anymore. You should have seen your reaction. Mei's mind reeled. Mrs. Yen threw giggles, oh, Mei, you should see your face right now. Mei voice rising, what's going on? This isn't funny. You said you were sick. Her mother waved a hand, wiping tears from her eyes, but tears of laughter, not pain. Mr. Yen, your mother doesn't have cancer. Mrs. Yen, oh, sweetheart, I'm fine. I'm perfectly healthy. Mei aghast, what? Then why would you? The words took a moment to sink in. Mei blinked, her mind reeling as her grief transformed into confusion, and then fury. Mei voice rising, what? Are you serious? You pretended Mom has cancer. What kind of twisted? The door to the suite opened, and in walked Eric, carrying a bouquet of flowers and a triumphant grin. His face lit up as he saw Mei's parents struggling to contain their laughter. Eric, surprised. Mei turned to him, her jaw dropping. Mei, Eric. What are you doing here? Did you know about this? Eric grinning, know about it. Mei, I orchestrated it. Mei shot to her feet, her emotions cycling between disbelief and rising anger. Mei, you what? Eric set the flowers on the table and raised his hands defensively. Eric, hear me out. This all started at the coffee shop. Mei blinked, her brain racing to connect the dots. Eric, your parents were suspicious when they ran into us, so I told them the truth that we're married and expecting. Her father nodded, still chuckling. Mr. Yen, we were stunned at first. But we realized Eric is a good man. Mei's mouth opened, then closed again. Mei, then. Why all this? Eric crossed the room to her, his eyes twinkling with mischief. Eric, because, my love, payback is sweet. Do you remember pranking me with my ex? Mei's jaw dropped as the memory flooded back. Mei, that was months ago. That was different. That was harmless fun. Eric, exactly. I had to wait for the perfect opportunity. Your parents were surprisingly on board when I suggested the idea. They even suggested bringing Aki in on it for extra fun. Mei's hands flew to her temples as everything clicked. Mei stared at him, stunned. Mei, Aki. He was in on this too. Her mother chimed in, barely suppressing another laugh. Mrs. Yen, he thought it was hilarious. And, honestly, it gave me a chance to see your reactions up close. Mei groaning, you're all evil. Absolutely evil. Her mother chimed in, wiping away tears of laughter. Mrs. Yen, we were surprised, but Eric convinced us. He's very persuasive and clearly loves you very much. Her father nodded. Mr. Yen, but then Eric mentioned how you've been stressing out, and we thought, why not have a little fun? Mei's anger softened slightly, her shoulders slumping as the tension drained from her body. Eric softly, we weren't trying to hurt you. We just wanted to remind you that you're not alone in this. And maybe get a little revenge while we were at it. Mei pulled back, glaring half-heartedly at him. Mei, revenge? You faked cancer. That's not a prank, that's psychological warfare. Eric shrugging, it was your mom's idea, actually. Her mother stepped in, placing a hand on Mei's shoulder. Mrs. Yen, we're sorry, Mei. It was a little extreme. I just wanted something dramatic. You should have seen your father's face when I suggested it. But it gave us a chance to talk about everything, didn't it? And now we can move forward, together. Her father nodded, his expression softening. Mr. Yen, for the record, I was against it. But seeing how much you care for your mother reminded us why we've always been so proud of you. We know you love Eric, and we can see how much he loves you. That's what matters to us. Mei sighed, her anger giving way to reluctant amusement. Mei, you're all insane. Completely insane. I can't believe you all. I'm going to need therapy after this. Eric grinning, maybe. But you love us and you've got me, so it's basically free. She swatted him lightly, but a small smile tugged at her lips. Mei, you're lucky I love you. Eric, I know. Her mother stood and kissed her cheek. Mrs. Yen, how about thank you for reminding you how strong and capable you are. Her father followed, patting her shoulder. Mr. Yen, and for proving that Eric really is the right man for you. Later that night, as they lay in bed, Mei replayed the day's events in her mind. Mei rested her head on Arir's shoulder, still processing the roller coaster of emotions. Mei muttering, you and my parents together. Worst combination ever. Eric chuckled, pulling her closer. Eric, or the best, depending on your perspective. She groaned, but her smile lingered. Mei, you know, this doesn't mean we're even. I'm definitely getting you back for this. Eric kissing her forehead, I wouldn't expect anything less. For all the chaos, she knew she was surrounded by love and a family that, however unconventional, had her back. As they sat together, the chaos of the day faded into the background, leaving only Thank you for listening to If at All Modern. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, share and hit that notification bell for more from this series.